Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you've received the email for Getting Social, and you're with Matt and Jeremiah. If you remember us from the convention, it was so nice to meet everybody. We obviously picked up our tourist hats before we headed out, but we really are excited today because we're helping you guys move from socially awkward to socially savvy. And the first step was signing up for the Facebook business page and the mobile suite. So the goal is to talk about some best practices to get the most out of your new digital tools. Before we jump in, we just want to start with a couple of reminders regarding support and how you can also help others on your team get social if they like the assets that you are using as well. If you remember at conference, we signed you up on a page that was social.mannatech.com/Australasia. Everything you'll need is on this page, including if you have someone else that would like to sign up, they can watch the video, hit the sign up button, they can look at the live examples. But for support, keep in mind there's a FAQ button. It stands for Frequently Asked Questions. Many of the questions that have already been asked are already in here, and you can actually get some quick results and help there. And if there's not the support you need from the FAQ button, please know that the email support address is mannatechsupport@social5.com. We've already talked to many of you through email, and our goal is to get as quick as answers as possible and never any longer than 24 hours to get an issue resolved. And also, down at the bottom are one sheets that show what the offer includes, from how many posts per week, the custom tabs, and the email bounce back, intro, and monthly. So really self-contained and a lot of answers here for you. Real quickly, speaking of mobile, we want to jump back in and just remind everybody this is a really powerful tool. It's cutting edge technology in the palm of your hand, or even for those that don't have a smartphone, if you're with somebody, you can ask them to pull up their smartphone, or you can use it as a website as well. And whatever personal name or business page that you use to sign up, the extension is going to be your name .exploremannatech.com. Everybody was also sent an initial email with a link back to your Facebook page and your mobile site. On your mobile site, once again, you've got your contact information that are clickable links where people can connect with you. And down here, you've got the icons that get you right back to your personal Facebook page. You can click the Facebook icon, be on your page. You can click from your Facebook page the back button and get right back to your mobile device. So when you're talking with people, you have access to all of your assets. Real importantly, on the tabs, our mission, our products, get started. These all have links with your individual associate number when anybody clicks on this to start bringing them into your team and into your process within Mannatech. Real important is the join my email list. Remember, your family members, your friends, your neighbors, people can just pull up your Mannatech mobile site and they can put anybody's email address in here and they'll automatically get a bounce back email. So grow this database. It's key to getting people connected, because once they're in here, now they're going to start receiving the monthly email that will be this blog information that links back to your mobile site on a monthly basis. Speaking of the monthly email, coming up in the week of 11/18 will be the first monthly email that goes out. It goes out randomly throughout the week. The subject is, so what are glyconutrients and why should I care? This has been approved by Mannatech Corporate, and this is the email that they would like to go out. It'll go to all of your database. So real importantly, over the next week, make sure you're collecting more and more email addresses, and so that more and more people can see this first monthly email that's going to be coming out. So there's just a couple of items for support and what's coming next. And now what I want to do is I want to pass it over to Jeremiah, and he's going to walk you through about 7 or 8 slides on just some Facebook basics. And we want to make sure everybody's connected and up and going and has the ability to make sure they're set up, because the next tutorial that we're going to send out is about how to grow your audience and how to get more likes on your page. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Jeremiah.
Hey, what a pleasure it was to meet many of you down in Adelaide last month. Today we're going to provide you some Facebook basics that will help you better use that tool to grow your audience and also to retain some of your customers. Now, so we're going to talk about a number of topics today, including the difference between a personal page and a business page, how to personalize your account with photos and graphics and information on your website and email address, and then go into a discussion briefly about how to create content for your page. So we'll move in first with the question that has been somewhat confusing at times of what is the difference between a personal page and a business page. Really, a personal page is all about your friends and connecting with people you know and sharing information with those that are within your network. While a business page is more about attracting an audience. Think of it as a storefront for your business. People that walk through your doors or browse your aisles and may want to make a purchase at some point. That's what a business page is. It comes with some tools that are exclusive to a business page, such as tabs, events, invitations, advertisements, paid promotions, things like that that'll help you grow your business that we'll talk about during our tutorial next month. The part that we should all remember is these two pages are intertwined, and Facebook requires every business page to be connected to a personal page where you can regulate access and some of your personal settings. So as a Mannatech associate who's part of this service, you'll have both of these. So we'll move on to the question of how to access your business page. You will log into your personal Facebook page to get to it. So you put in your personal email address and your personal password, and it'll bring you up to your Facebook page. Now here's how you connect to it. There are two ways to access your page. The first one is through the search bar at the top of the screen, where you can type in the name of your business and it'll appear in a drop-down menu. I'll show that to you in just a moment. The second is the menu bar on the left-hand side of the screen, where you'll see the name of your business. Now you see numerous pages here on this screen. You should see one or two on your screen. Today we're going to focus on Sheila White, which you'll see on the left-hand side. Now, if you were to access it through this search bar, here's what would happen if I typed in Sheila White. You'll see that my business page appears at the top of the screen. I would simply click on that to access my business page. If I were to go through the menu bar, it'd simply click on my page on the left-hand side of the screen, and it would pull up in the very same way. Now, let me just give you a little bit of a note about a third way that you can access your page that I would avoid to accomplish the things that we're looking at today. That's the gear icon that you'll see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. By selecting your page through that icon, it will keep you from being able to use the audience building tools. So please use either the Facebook search bar or the menu bar to access your page. All right, now when you come to your business page, you're going to have the option to post either as yourself or as your business. So you'll see at the top, I'll circle that for you where you can see it. Right now I am posting, commenting, and liking as Sheila White, Mannatech Independent Associate. So I'm doing that as my business page. But you'll also see the option where I can change to post as myself. So that's where your name would typically appear. So just make sure if you're putting up a post that you're posting as your business. All right, so big question is what happens if my business page doesn't appear on my personal Facebook page? If I can't see it off to that left-hand side of the screen, or if it's not appearing immediately in that drop-down, it means that you still need admin access to your page. So a few things to do. Make sure that you have added Mannatech Connect as a friend. That's very important. It allows us to add you as an admin on your page. Then contact our support team at Mannatech Support at social5.com, and that can be the number 5. It can be 5 written out. We accept it, but it comes in both ways. All right, so moving on to the next page. So welcome to your Facebook business page. It should look somewhat like this, depending on what graphics have come to you. So first, we're going to talk a little bit about personalizing it with how you would change your personal information. The first thing you would do is click on the About screen. You'll see that right below your profile picture. Simply click, and it's going to take you to a screen where you'll see at the top here, About, Basic Info, and Contact Information. If you hover your cursor over either of those 3 boxes, an Edit field will appear. Once you click on that Edit button, it will open up a larger screen where you can adjust or edit everything from name, address, page category, your mission statement, products, email addresses, websites, all sorts of different information that'll help you personalize your page, make it more searchable and more business friendly. Now, a big question that we do get is, how do you change your page name? Let's say that you decide that you would like to operate under something other than your own name. This is the way that you'd go back and you'd change that. So you'd click on the About field from your business page like we did before, hover your cursor over the About section and click Edit. You'll find Name at the very top of your screen where you can click on that and edit the name of your business. Now here's a quick note. You can change your page name until you have 200 likes. Once you reach 200 likes, that name is set. You can only change it one time after that, or you can request specific access to change that name through Facebook. So that's how you change your page name. Moving on with your personal photo. If you didn't include your photo at the time of sign up, which at convention it was a little difficult because I know you were using computers that weren't your own. So this is how you would add that photo after the fact. You simply would hover your cursor over the space for your personal profile, and you'll see that on the left-hand side of the screen. That's called your personal profile picture. Once you hover your cursor, a field will appear that says Edit Profile Picture. Now here are the options that you see where you can choose from photos or take a photo or upload a photo. I'd always recommend uploading a photo to your screen. That pulls it off of your computer, and it gives you the option to load that into place. Now one option, you'll notice on the lower right hand side of my screen is sometimes when you upload a photo it's too big, or you have multiple people in there and you'd like to edit it. You'd like to scale to fit that space, or maybe you want to crop that image. What you would click is the Edit Thumbnail icon or choice that you'll see fourth down on that list, which will allow you to do so. And I just put a little finger up there just so you can see where to click. All right, so moving on to the next page is how do you change your cover image? Very similar to the way that you changed your profile picture. Simply hover over the image, click on Change Cover, and you'll see an option to either choose from photos or upload a photo. Now, if you sign up for our service, there will be 5 to 6 different cover images that will automatically load into your Facebook page, and so you can select Choose from Photos and change that out however often you want. If it's once a month, if it's once a quarter, whatever you think is the most relevant for your business. All right, so you'll see that I just highlighted the upload photo if you want to draw that from your computer. Next is, how do I move my tabs? Some of you may have seen your screen appear like this, where your likes appear in a slot where one of the tabs should be. Now keep in mind, a tab on Facebook is much like a web page on a website, and so behind each one of those buttons is a landing page that can help you with your business. But if for some reason all 3 tabs didn't load properly, what you would do is you would click on this button on the side that has the 1. You'll see a little drop down arrow, and what will happen is you'll see 2 rows of icons appear. Now you notice in this case the Mission tab was dropped down to that second row, and it's a row that isn't seen by people, and so we want to make sure to move that up. So what we would do is we'd click on the little pencil icon that you see in the upper right hand corner of that tab, and it asks, do you want to swap positions with, and it gives you some options. In this case, we want to switch it with the likes tab. So I'll click on that, and you'll notice that it brings that Mission tab right up to the top and replaces it for the likes. The likes now move down to that second row. Super easy process, and something that will help you, particularly if your products tab is moved down to that second row. This will help you to be able to move product more quickly than if it weren't accessible, to make your page truly a business page with a shopping component. And this is how to post content on your page. This is the last element of this tutorial. although we are posting 3 times a week for you, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we always encourage you to get on, twice a week or more on Tuesday or Thursday and post something that's relevant to your specific business. Or perhaps you're at an event and you have a photo that you'd like to share. That's a great way to do it. So please feel free to post on your page. To click on the status bar here, and you have the option to post the following types of content: a status update, a photo, or an event. Um, so let's take a look at each of those specific types of content. All right, the status update. A status update is simple as it can be as few words or as many words as you would like. What I would recommend is make them personal, make them useful, and please don't make them salesy. That can turn people off on social media. So this is some examples of different types of content. As you can see, they're meant to be very conversational. You can include it simply something that's happening in your life. That maybe you have an event that's happening at your home. Maybe it's an article that you found in the newspaper you'd like to share. You would post this information in that status bar. I've included some tips on this page for you to go back and look at. The next type is a photo. Photos are the best performing type of posts on Facebook, bar none. So if you are at an event or if there is something that would personalize your page, please feel free to do that. So to post a photo, when you go to the status bar, you'll notice an icon or a selection at the top where you can post photo or video. Once you do that, it's going to take you to the next screen where you can upload that directly from your computer. So I'm taking you through just a little bit of a progression here. To select it, you choose the file from your computer, type something about that photo in the status bar, and bingo, you have a full-size photo that appears on your page, much like the ones that you see off to the left. The next one is events, and I think this could be particularly pertinent to your business. Events can be used to invite people directly to your page and allow you to find out who's going to attend. So to do an event, click on Offer an Event. That will take you down to the chance to choose event from your screen, where you can include what you're seeing on the right-hand side of your screen, where there's a Mannatech presentation where you'll be sharing something at your home, whatever it may be. And you can actually send this invitation not just to your friends' news feeds, but also to the top of their screen. Well, they'll have the option to see that. And let me see if I have that. So it'll go directly to the top of their screen, where they will have the chance to see that invitation. So with that, we're going to move on to turn the time back over to Matt for what's coming up down the road.
Hey, thanks, Jeremiah. Great information. Hopefully, Jeremiah tried to move through that pretty quickly, knowing that you can pause and go back and look at some of these screens. I just have 2 last slides here. To date, all sites have been tested that have been signed up. After you signed up, you received a welcome email with the links back to your Facebook and mobile site. You've also received a hello email that gives the Mannatech support at social5.com a little bit with a timeline. We received a lot of information back from you from that email, so we know many of you received it. And then the week of 11/15 was our first tutorial that you just watched right here, some social basics. Just want to make sure that everybody's up and going. And so what happens next is that next week, the week of 11/18, the monthly email campaign will start. Your first blog will be sent from you to your personal email database. There's people that already have hundreds of email addresses in theirs, and there's a lot of people that only have one email address in there. So just start collecting email addresses, have your friends and family so that they can get connected to you. The week of 12/2, we're going to do another tutorial very similar to this on audience building. And the week of 12/16, the next monthly email campaign will come out. It'll be the second blog post, and right now it's staying healthy with ImmunoStart. I know there's some talk within corporate if there's any other developments that they might change that subject, but for right now it's staying healthy with ImmunoStart. So in closing, we just want to say thanks for everybody that's on the system. We've had really positive feedback. We love connecting with you. Remember, support page and sign up page for other of your associates or team members that want to get online. Have them help you by obviously signing up through this tool. Is it social.mannatech.com Australasia? FAQ button is there for questions, and then we've highlighted the Mannatech support button. So we look forward to our next tutorial with you, and hope everybody's collecting email addresses and showing off their new Facebook business page and their mobile site. Thanks, guys. Bye.